Hey guys, my name is Andy and welcome back to our Poor Man's Pack to Glory series. This is our third episode. If you missed the first or second episode, the links are in the description. I apologize for my nasally voice. It's allergy season here in New York and I am falling victim to it, so please bear with me. As you can see there, we were able to sell a player on the transfer market, which allowed us to complete a manager task. We're going to check out that loan pack. So we're going to get a striker from England, West Ham. It is going to be Andy Carroll. We are happy to get a rare gold attacking player. It's unfortunate that it's Carroll, only from the standpoint that he only has 67 pace. We would have really preferred a striker or some sort of offensive player with a bit more speed up top. Now, of course, one of our biggest rules for this series is that we cannot buy items off of the transfer market. We will be breaking that rule only once in order to complete 2 manager tasks. That includes buying a player off the transfer market and buying a consumable off the transfer market as well. We will not be using either of these items. Immediately upon purchasing them, we will quick sell them and we'll take a net loss for the transaction. I feel this is a fair compromise. We're not getting an advantage from it. It's only allowing us to complete these manager tasks. We'll also be using a contract player and a fitness card item as well, so that'll allow us to have all 14. We now have a premium gold pack reward and we're hoping to get something good from it. Let's check it out. And we're going to be getting a non-rare gold player at best. We're getting a left back in Garcia, 72 pace, 74 defense, and 80 physical. Certainly not terrible stats. He's going to help fit our Argentine player base with that chemistry, so we can't complain too much from a standpoint there. We're also going to get Sankare, Denzil, and Kim Chi-woo. Nice to get 4 players. We can't sell anything in this pack since it is a reward pack, so all of these things will be getting sent to the club. We will switch into the 4-3-1-2 formation for this match. We're going to be tossing Andy Carroll as our right striker. Dempsey's going to have a weak English chemistry link to help us out a little bit there. We're also tossing in Sankare as one of our defensive mids. Overall, our lineup is going to be Cabrera, Bishker, Navarro, Aguilera, Garcia, Llama, Pelete, Sankare, Dempsey, Carroll, and Kurzawa. Our opponent will be lining up in a 4-3-3 formation. They lack chemistry like we do and seem to be upgrading their team with silver players before they get to gold players. Our goal in this series will be to get straight to gold players. The rule for this series will limit our coins, so we'll need to get those gold players as soon as possible. Early in the match, Dempsey steals the ball and sends us on the counter-attack. Kara pushes the play outside with a back heel, but the ball is worked right back across the box. Kurzawa receives the pass but fails to work it inside. The shot is then blocked by the goalkeeper Ochoa. In the 16th minute, Dempsey steals the ball again. The pass to Kurzawa is flicked to Llama, who holds up possession with some controlled dribbling. The pass is sent out to our striker Carroll, who does a body feint inside. The initial shot is blocked. He ends up getting a second chance, but is denied by the crossbar. Our opponent works the ball back out into the midfield, but it only goes as far as Aguilera. This begins a series of passes and a solid hold-up dribbling from our squad. Finally, the pass falls to Llama, and he sends a low-driven shot into the back of the net. We can see from the replay that the back and forth between Dempsey and Llama allowed us to create space in order to get the shot off. In the 37th minute, Pelete grabs us possession to start another counter-attack. Llama with some great possession sends a final through ball to Andy Carroll. He, however, misses the shot at the far post. At halftime, we have pretty close stats. We, however, have the slight advantage. Not a lot of opportunities. We'll be looking to pick up our pace in the second half. In the 55th minute, our opponent clears the ball, but Pelete is there to cut it out. He sends it to Sankare, which begins a series of patches, which ends with a wide-open Pelete, who puts us up 2-0. No action until the 89th minute, where we're trying to see out the match. Sankari cuts out the pass and comes down with the header. The ball bounces around a bit. It finally falls to Carroll. He tries his final shot to get a goal, but Ochoa denies him once again. End of the match, Christian Llama wins another Man of the Match award for us, and we pick up 2,512 coins for the match, including 2,000 coins for winning the Division 10 title. We had triple the amount of shots and shots on goal compared to our opponent, which has us enough for the 2-0 victory. We won 4 games in a row, which earned us the Division 10 title. Even with such a weak squad, I would have been disappointed if we had lost or tied any of the matches. The 2,000 coins will unfortunately not be enough to open any gold packs, so for now, we'll have to be holding on to those in order to get new players for our squad. Our MVP for Division 10 is none other than Christian Llama. He controlled our midfield and scored 3 goals. He did everything right, which enabled us to secure this title. Rizawa is our runner-up MVP since he also scored 3 goals. He just did not have as much of an impact as Llama. Following him is Domingo with 2 goals. Then we have Trigueros, Palete, Besak, and Deber with a goal each for our Division 10 victory. So we had a strong start to our campaign to Division 1. We have an early chemistry path with our Argentine players, and we currently have 4,853 coins. We're ready for our first Division 9 match. For our second match, we're adding Kim Chi-woo, 81 pace on the left side. We're going to be lining up with the 4-1-2-1-2 formation and a very few chemistry links, unfortunately. We have Cabrera, Bishker, Navarro, Densville, Garcia, Domingo, Dembele, Llama, Kim Chi-woo, Deber, and Alanetsi. In hindsight, I made a mistake. I did not match up those 2 Dutch defenders in the back. Was not paying attention. Our opponent's going to be lining up in the 4-2-3-1. They have a top-notch BPL squad. They've got Martial up top. They've got De Bruyne, Firmino, Jesus as cams. This is by far the best squad we've come up against thus far. This will be a challenge. Straight out of the kickoff, he's coming out with some flashy Burpa spins. Llama's not having any of it. He steals the ball, does a fake shot, and sends us on the counter-attack. Llama and Alanetsi combine to push our attack forward and send a through ball straight to Dembele on the right side. Dembele, with some fancy footwork, ends up shooting the ball straight into the box. Alanetsi is unable to finesse it past the keeper. A few minutes later, our players are trying to muscle the ball off of our position, but his rare goal players are too much for us. Martial muscles the ground shot, but it luckily just goes wide. In the 15th minute, we are building out of the back. Some great team passing between Llama, Dembele, and Alanetsi helps us push up the pitch on the right side. Llama loses the defender and deals the ball to Dembele for some swift dribbling. He hits Alanetsi with the pass, and the ball is sent confidently into the back for the first goal of the game. In the 25th minute, Cabrera tosses a long throw to our player in Kim Chi-woo. He sends it into our central midfielder for some quality build-up play. Alanetsi begins the 1-2 with Llama, then his pass is cut out, but the recovery ball in the box lets us get the shot off, but it's too weak to beat the keeper. That looked like an offside to me, but we'll take the corner. We take the corner and have some back and forth passing. Deber receives the ball and easily turns around and sends the ball into the back of the net for our second goal. It seemed like the defense gave him all day to shoot that one. We're not complaining. In the 33rd minute, we're looking to put this match away. Dembele helps work the ball down from the right wing. Llama sends it wide to Kim Chi-woo, who sends it into Deber, but he's fouled in the box for a penalty kick. The replay shows that the ref definitely made the right call on this one. Let's check it out. Kim Chi-woo is our default penalty taker. I am not prepared for a lefty being up there, and I make the mistake of moving straight away. I make a fool out of myself by totally missing the target. A few minutes later, though, we work with the ball upfield. A great assist by Llama to Deber. We redeem ourselves with our third goal. and put ourselves up 3-0. Our opponent immediately rage quits, which seals our victory even before we hit halftime. Post-match stats don't particularly matter since we were able to gain 3 goals in less than 38 minutes of play. A strong start to our Division 9 campaign. Thanks for watching, guys. If you're liking the content, please like the video and subscribe to the channel. I plan to continue the series, so please stay tuned and let me know what you think in the comments.